for some reason I lost connection. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna use Lotta's description on one more time, just because I feel like I didn't put on the right one. So, was it? So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. But
there was no gunshot because the picture prior, the one with there's nothing on the lake, because he didn't see anything on the lake. That wasn't a gunshot. It was a different noise entirely. So it wasn't a gunshot he heard.
Yeah, and I also mentioned that Larry didn't know what time he was still inside a lake. He was looking for the Steel Samurai.
Okay, I'll try this one first, and then I'll go for what's the other one that you want to do, Ben?
The lake photo, the one that the scene that got shot.
Let me try this one first. I have a feeling it's this here.
Boom.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still like my idea, but yeah, if this works, it works.
Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You sure?
That's what I said.
But Ms. Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you not paying attention to all that was being said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh.
You know, sometimes it's been bothering me. I am a witness, see? And I like customers here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Buzz. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Oh, pulling this crap again, okay. Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed another gunshot. I was listening something else. He was listening something else.
Something else?
It was the parrot.
My radio, dude. With my headphones.
What?
Larry. Oh, I regret playing Larry now.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Ben? What's up, Ben? I heard you like.
No, I was doing Nick's.
Oh, go for it.
Order, and stop boring the booing.
Boo! Boo! That's not, I guess.
I will hold my judge of hammer.
Hey, question for the crowd. I'm worth way more than that.
All right, 50 sentences of jail with no free time. You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
I'm gonna make a quick jump here, but yesterday explodes when Ben, when I showed you the Sonic cartoon. My favorite gag from all that was just I'm over there. Just runs away the opposite direction. that to me is like the funniest joke from that one, in my opinion. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so what? That's a crime. I'm listening to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Valkarma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Rude. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue this testimonial? I think we should.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Buzz. Please give your testimony to be sure includes details like your radio. Well, right. Leave it to me. Jeez, they're scary.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. All right, cool. Back to witness.
Witness testimony. What's Larry's heard? It's lonely being alone in Christmas Eve. I miss my girlfriend. That's why I was listening to on all requested shows on the radio, see? Yeah? I was listening to the to the real booming loud lake. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ said when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't that a free country?
I don't know. This is Japanifornia.
Oh wait, never mind. This is Japan. I forgot about this.
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What you heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough to be difficult to believe this testimony.
No! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. What?
I was not expecting. Wait,
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. We heard the water splash, Ben. I think you had your mic on there. It was well timed for that. Anyway. No, Ben, we're not upset with you, but that was just comedic timing. What that means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he couldn't have heard the gunshot. He could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. All right, cool.
What Larry heard.
Okay, it's lonely. Yeah, I don't really need to care about that. That's why I was listening.
My girlfriend.
Hold it. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Object asserting. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Buzz, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Listening to radio, like booming loud? Okay. Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know, max volume. You know you had headphones. Yep. I would think you could have heard anything going on outside at all. I'm sure I heard a gunshot.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember the moment real clear. I mean, it was while I was talking about to come back real clear to me, you know. I remember exactly what the DJ said when I heard it too.
What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to do? Wait, said... Is that a typo? What?
I think so.
What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Do us. There, that's not typo.
Indeed, Mr. Valkarma has a point. I'll allow this question only if you some reason why we should care. We should.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine, very well. Mr. Buzz, please testify to the court. What was the radio out around saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard a gunshot. Wait, almost Christmas?
Hey, are you sure?
Of course I am. Jeez. I'm not saying... Okay. She had a real voice.
Oh, come on.
I'm not saying that.
Sexy...
I have a girlfriend, right? I gotta make sure he doesn't say that in front. I'm gonna make sure the character does not say that.
Ben's just casually crying in the corner because he has nobody to voice right now.
Woe is me. I
Me.
want to be the parent.
You know, why don't you be the judge since George is doing butts right now?
be a parent.
George,
Godfrey.
George, you mind
Okay,
giving the
I'll
judge
be the
role
judge.
to Ben?
Yeah, I'll give it to Ben.
Okay.
All right, I'm scoring the drugs.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
It's
Oh,
lonely being alone.
Oh, so it
on
looped
Christmas
back.
Eve.
it looped back.
Wait, he said. Wait, the song said it was almost Christmas.
Which means it would have been close to midnight.
I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. So if he heard that prior,
The blank photo. The blank photo. There was nothing on the lake when he looked, so that could corroborate his story.
11:50 right there shows an empty lake taken automatically. Let's save. That
Yeah,
alright,
we need to save.
the photo actually is coming in handy now. I think okay. That's why I was listening. I was listening booming. I'm sure I heard a gunshot. I remember exactly what DJ said when I heard it too. It said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas." I heard the gunshot. Okay, let's present that evidence then. Empty lake at 11:50, so that was before Christmas.
Yeah.
Ah, no, that didn't count. That didn't count. I thought that would have counted.
That's. Oh,
Yeah, I rewounded.
are they talking about the other photo, the one that the guy got shot?
Well, that one was empty.
No, the other one.
The blank one. The lake was empty.
No, I mean the other one. The one photo that looks like the guy got shot.
Oh, this right here. This was automatically on 12:15. It was already Christmas during that time.
Okay, then.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Hold on, let's see the other three. The other two. Which one was the one fellas? Was it the one right in the middle? I try to remember what photo that we choose.
This one?
Okay, Okay, this one failed us, correct?
That failed us, yeah.
Let's try the other one.
What other one?
That one.
Oh, this? No, that's just the overhead map.
Oh, right. Then it's kind of lead to the gun, to the picture. What about the camera?
Well, it doesn't have any extra film in there.
That's to automatically taking a picture when there's loud noise, and to take. Wait, didn't Larry notice the light when the flash? When the camera.
He wasn't over anywhere. He was not close to that.
And I'm pretty sure it's not necessarily one that flashes necessarily. It just takes picture and uses natural lighting. That's what I supposed.
Let's see. Because it has to be with that new testimony he put in there. Say, hey, it's almost Christmas. And then you heard the gunshot. Would it be the same thing over again? This?
No, he couldn't have heard it as a gunshot. He couldn't have heard it as a gunshot because the gunshot was taken afterwards. We presented him with the empty one, but what about the one of the actual gunshot? Because it says here that this photo was taken place after midnight. But he said before midnight, he heard a gunshot. He couldn't have heard a gunshot. So, yeah. The picture of Edgeworth, of the guy with the left hand killing that guy, it says that was taken at 12:15. That was the first gunshot, potentially. There was a loud noise, but I don't think it was a gunshot. That's what I'm thinking the angle is going at here.
Okay, we'll throw that one out.
Oh, yes!
Ah, there you go. Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? Oh, look at Ben. You got the win. Oh, I got my first win there, and we got Ben doing the second win. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Huh? What's that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I'm I don't scare that easily.
Is something
it?
the matter, Mr. Wright?
Actually, Ben, you sound way better than me. Gotta be honest.
I just like hearing myself talk.
All right.
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what that means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what time this was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
At 15 after midnight. On Christmas Day.
This is clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge. Whoops. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims he heard a gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence right there that the show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
The blank one. The blank photo.
Oh, I can't save. I can't save Scum. I can't save Scum. Okay, hold on.
If we get this wrong, we have to go all the way back.
Well, to the last save point. So, you know, no pressure. Shows an empty lake taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50. Oh, yeah, so that would be, it just took the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
The camera would only take a picture if a loud noise was heard.
Oh, it's funny. We got someone that just showed up, right? And their name is Francisca von Karma. Now you're not gonna know about that name quite yet, Ben, but it is actually really funny considering.
Indeed, because he's Lord Frieza.
Lord Frieza. Okay, so yeah, this would be the reason for it. So all in agreement, guys? Also, hi in the comments. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph.
Oh my god.
I like the edits where he just says, "Look at this graph." This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why the photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight.
Or maybe there were actually 3 gunshots.
Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Imagining a mod that adds the guy holding the photograph on the photo. on the photograph.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
No. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear. That night, man, clear.
Well, we did prove that it could be actually triggered by a sneeze.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now.
Let me save now. just
No
playing it
turning
safe.
back now.
Let's save. Okay, there's plenty of turning back. Time.
Yeah.
If I could turn back time. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot?
3 shots from the gun.
Yep.
3 shots from the gun.
It has
The
to be.
gun.
It has to be the gun here because the murder
No, it's
weapon.
definitely the metal detector. It's definitely the metal detector.
Your Honor just chucks it at him.
Throws the parrot. It's the parrot.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. It's the gun, right? Yeah, because it's
Yep.
clearly 3
Yeah.
shots. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now I realize the truth. That the 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Oh, I better think of something quick.
Reach into the pocket.
I was just about to say that too. It's like, Maya, reach into the secret pocket. Wait a second. I haven't made that secret pocket yet. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ugh! What's wrong, Nick? I have it, but for the sake of drama and not leaking it out to the player character, I'm keeping it to myself.
Damn it.
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? That took like, I don't know, 3 weeks to get done? Yeah, I remember,
My
of course.
voice still cringes.
The murderer in that case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe!
We're bringing the
We've
deal
already
safe
gotten a
now.
guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up the entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. No. Who did that sound?
I was wondering what happened. What was that sound?
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, the one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
He was murdered on shore and then staged?
We have. Oh, you got it.
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 after midnight.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could have been innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. The murderer, and Hammond. The Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond.
Yeah, one of them is definitely Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer, perhaps? Because remember, like the Silver Samurai case, it wasn't who we thought was the murderer, because remember who actually did the murder, it was a twist. So maybe it's Edgeworth and the murderer.
Or the murderer and Hammond.
But then that would imply that it was Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. Yeah, Edgeworth and the murderer?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with that. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond. He's not here anymore. Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Ooh, this is getting spicy.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's, I don't know. It's not neither. It's obviously not any of those options up there.
I mean, are you sure?
I
I don't see why it would be Lotta. It can't be Miles.
Wasn't there? Wait, didn't we discover the name? What was it? There was. Back then when we were trying to investigate DL6, there was a name on it, correct?
No, I'm just gonna say I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us.
The witness!
The
old
murderer and the
man?
caretaker of the boat shop, the old man! At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Okay. The caretaker of the...
I like how that's the judge. He's like, okay. It's completely underestimated.
Where did he do this?
On shore.
There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
At the shack?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Right around here, then? That would
Yeah,
be the.
it would have to have been on the shack,
Yeah.
right by the boats.
And then he would go
He
to
heard
the
a
boat.
noise, because Butts came back right there. The murder took place on the boat. Then he took the spot of whatever, went to the boat and something like that. Yeah.
All right, so right here at the shack, then.
Yeah.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in the boat, searching for something.
I thought we were controlling the boat like a cursor.
Oh, no. He finds it, and he returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. Here's a gunshot, Your Honor. I heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Man, you know, in retrospect, if I knew that I was within feet of a murdering happening, that would freak me out, man.
I would
Yeah.
consider voiding my bowels.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually will start hiding.
And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Gourd Lake?
It was Gordy, wasn't it?
Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Wow. That was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
It would be the
Caretaker.
So yeah, caretaker.
Yeah.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details,
frame him?
details.
He wanted to frame him? The
You
case,
know-
the DLC case. The old man's related to it.
I know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had fired twice. Because the first shot missed. To create a witness, yeah. Create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot will look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then,
He falls into the water.
the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
That old man was putting on an act? Damn.
I see. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swims back to his shop. Then he puts Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions.
Goody, I get some back and forth.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth,
All right,
please
I'm
take
taking
the stand.
All right,
Here we go. I've been
Oh.
waiting for this my whole day,
so I'll go back to the judge.
if you wish.
All right, Mr. Edward. You heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
George.
Very something important. I forgot Ben is playing his character again. My bad.
You're good. I'm sorry. I can't say what it was.
Hmm. Your
Oh
Your
wait.
Honor, sir. Bluff. What's
We are conducting.
we're continuing a trial here. I ask you that you remain quiet.
The witness
The
has
witness
disappeared.
He hasn't at the boat shop neither.
Well, this is guilty if I ever saw it.
What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. I'm stepping on my judge.
Excellent.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
Wow, he's quick.
It goes without saying that I cannot deny the
Verdict.
verdict under these
Circumstances.
circumstances. Thank you very much, Mr. Garmon. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed.
Oof.
I request the police that demands unresist all its force, unrelease all his force to find a witness. All cost. Understood? Am I understood? One more thing. Just who's the boatkeeper, the shop gate
Caretaker.
caretaker? Thank you very much, Mr. Darwan. I trust you.
Wait, but he's
I
on
think
trial. He's
Doesn't
on trial.
matter. Doesn't matter. I think his identity has become very important on this trial.
Wait, so you're telling me that you went inside of a court of law without showing a single bit of ID?
That is right.
Well, remember, Mr. Von Karma denied us from actually asking who the guy was.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on. I assume we do know this caretaker is.
Hmm?
He's related to the DLC 6 thing. He was the guy in the elevator. He shot maybe
Edgeworth's
he
father.
did something. Yeah, he shot Edgeworth Zed. Probably remembered that he did these bad things and killed Mr. Hammond to prevent him from speaking or something.
Who he is. Very well. Court is unadjudged.
George. But okay.
George, thank you very much, Mr. Frieza.
All right. Well, everybody, that's going to do it for us for today. We will see the conclusion of this case next week. Went a little bit longer than I was expecting, but we will save here if the game will let me. Oh, that's not the right button.
Not yet. Let's...
There we go. Let's save right there. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week for the finale of Turnabout Goodbyes. So until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.